Welcome back to the YouTube channel of your Family and Lifelong Learning MSA Institute. I am Teacher Anna, a Singapore-trained math teacher, and I want to tag you along to Merlin's Singapore Math Adventure. So what are you waiting for? Hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more adventures. Let's go!
In this video, we are going to solve 5 challenge problems using the Merlin Singapore Math approach. We're going to use the CPA approach, concrete, pictorial, and abstract strategy in solving these challenges. To learn more about this approach, you may visit one of our videos in this learning series. It will be very helpful. Challenge number 1. Joaquin has 12 pencils, while his classmate Mateo has 7. So look at that. They must have sharpened their pencils for a math quiz. Our task is to be able to know how many more pencils does Joaquin have than Mateo. So the solution, we know that Joaquin has 12 pencils, while Mateo has 7. In this solution, we did model drawing. The green block there represents the value or the number of pencils of Joaquin, while the red block would represent the number of pencils that belong to Mateo. And we're going to draw another one. That blue block there will now help us understand what we need. That is right, what we need to solve for. So, we have 12 pencils for Joaquin. And for us to be able to know the value of the blue block there, we need to let's see. I think you know the answer. Do we have the same answer? Right. This is a subtraction story. We're going to subtract 7 from 12. So 12 minus 7 will now give us 5. Look at that. Therefore, our answer is that Joaquin has 5 more pencils than Mateo. Our challenge number 2 is still about Joaquin and Mateo. Joaquin and Mateo have 12 pencils altogether. If Mateo has 5 pencils, what do you think is the question? How many more pencils does Joaquin have than Mateo? How are we going to solve for it? Well, this is a 2-step problem. We have to know first. What do you think? We need to know first, how many pencils does Joaquin have? That is right. We have to solve for that first. And we know that together, Joaquin and Mateo have 12 pencils. We also know that Mateo here has 5 pencils. So, in this model drawing, we will be able to identify how to solve for Joaquin's pencil. And we can do that by, that's right, drawing a block for Joaquin's pencils. So, for the blue block, what number shall we put there? What are we going to do to solve for it? You have something in mind? I think we have the same answer. Let's see. So we know that they have 12. All we need to do is, I can read your mind. Definitely, this is a subtraction story. We are going to subtract 5 from 12. The difference will be the number of pencils that belong to Joaquin. So 12 minus 5, that's a bit easy. That's 7. Now we know that Joaquin has 7 pencils. We're done with step number 1. And let's now go to step number 2. To know the final answer to this challenge problem, which is to know how many more pencils does Joaquin have than Mateo, let us use model drawing again. We already know that Joaquin has 7, and we use this block to represent the number of pencils that belong to Joaquin. We also know at the start of the challenge that Mateo, his classmate, has 5. Now, using the model drawing, you have your pencil there and your paper. Okay, do we have the same drawing? Let us see if we have the same drawing. That is right. The red block there will now help us solve for the final answer. And I can read your mind. Yes, you're right. This is a subtraction story again. So what we need to do is to subtract 5 from 7. The difference will be our final answer. So 7 minus 5 will give us, that was quick, and you're right, the answer is 2. Therefore, our final answer is that Joaquin have 2 more pencils than his friend Mateo. We have the same answer, I know. I can see it in your smile. It's so easy and quick to answer challenge problems using the Merlin Singapore Math approach. Let's get ready for our next challenge. Challenge number 3. Zoe has 4 beads. You can see they're colorful beads. Are you also making your own necklace or bracelet using your bead sets? Well, I guess Zoe and her friend, who's her friend this time? Oh, Andrea. So Zoe has 4 beads while Andrea has 3 more beads than her. So we'll put it there, 3 more beads. And our task for challenge number 3 is, how many beads do they have all together? Now, how are we going to solve for this challenge problem? Am I reading your mind? Do you think it is a 2-step problem? Oh, you are very right. And this is now our solution for step number 1. For step number 1, we need to know first, how many beads does Andrea have? We already know that Zoe has 4 beads. We also know that Andrea has 3 more beads than Zoe. So the 3 pink blocks there would tell us how many more beads does Andrea have compared to her friend Zoe. And look how helpful our model drawing is. It will already help you understand how we will be able to solve for the number of beads of Andrea. So are you drawing with me? Do you have your paper and pencil there with you also? Do we have the same drawing? Now let's try to go to the third stage of the CPA approach, abstract. Let us now use numbers to represent the values of these blocks, which also represent the beads owned by Andrea and Zoe. So Zoe has 4. Since Andrea has 3 more beads, that will give us a clue that we are going to add. So 4 plus 3, what do you think is the answer? Very quick, you are very good, and that is 7 beads. Therefore, the answer to the question, how many beads does Andrea have, is 7 beads. So we now know that she has 7 beads. We are ready to know how many beads do Andrea and Zoe have all together. So we now know that Zoe has 4, Andrea has 7. Together we have, okay, that is right. You are doing the right thing. We're going to add 4 and 7. So we have there the blocks, and all together it will give us, yes, that will be represented by the yellow blocks. And 4 plus 7 will give us 11 beads. You are improving very well. So this is it for today's video. I hope you learned a lot. And if you wish to learn more about the Merlin Singapore Math approach, you may enroll at our Merlin Math Enrichment Program here at your Family and Lifelong Learning MSA Institute. It is open for kids from nursery to grade school levels. 30 to 40-minute sessions will be very, very helpful. Now, if you want to learn more, you may also want to grab a copy of our Singapore Math books. We have a series of books that will really help you master, yes, the Merlin Singapore Math approach to answering challenge problems. You may visit our online store. That's online store at msainstitute.com. So I'll see you next time.